I'm Vincent Merlot with WineInterview.com and Borders Books in San Francisco. Gary Vaynerchuk has published his first book, and I'm going to interview him. Let's go inside. Gary's book signing is on the 4th floor. That's a lot of escalators to get there. Gary's book is titled 101 Wines Guaranteed to Inspire, Delight, and Bring Thunder to Your World. That sure is a mouthful. Hey, here's Gary. Let's talk to him. Hey, Gary, what wine would you choose to bring thunder to the bedroom?
Thunder to the bedroom, Vinny. You don't pull any punches, huh? You just go right to the jugular. You know, I would always go with a little bit of a Hungarian Tokaj. You know, a little sticky action is not too bad. And so, you know, high in sugar, a little sweetness to the bedroom never hurt anybody.
While training your wine palate, what is the strangest thing you have ever put in your mouth?
I think, you know, definitely a cigar. You know, cigar was a very unusual situation. I definitely put in enormous amounts of dirt in my mouth from all types of soil. Freshly plotted sod was probably interesting. A seashell from the ocean, the Jersey Shore, so you know it gets a little bit funky there, was probably pretty solid. So I would go with that direction, Vinny.
Now that you are the cult leader of the Vaynerchuks, what wine would you serve at their last meal?
I love this question. I would probably, you know, besides the grape Kool-Aid, of course, I'm going to go with sparkling wine. I think that sparkling wine is fundamentally the most underrated product in the U.S. And so real champagne, or maybe a cava from Mexico. Let's go with a cava from Mexico, because with millions and millions of Vaynerchuks, you know, I want to save a couple bucks on the cava instead of the real champagne.
How much wine do you drink versus spitting it in the bucket?
You know, I would probably say that I'm consuming 80% of the wine that is going into my mouth. So I would say I'm spitting probably 20% and consuming 80%.
What would you serve at the Roadkill Cafe if the special of the day was raccoon?
You know, I've always been a huge fan of Petite Sirah with my raccoon. It is clearly the best grape of choice for the raccoon.
What websites do you visit on a regular basis?
Pretty much now that I'm down to about 1,000 to 1,500 emails a day, my consumption of media and websites has gone way down. I would say the sites that I visit every day are dig.com, TechCrunch, Jets Insider, All-Star Stats to check on my fantasy teams is probably the first thing I do when I take a poop in the morning. And other than that, I consume email 24/7, 365.
If you were born a wine, what would you be?
That's a great question. If I was born a wine, what would I be? I would probably say a Gamay, because I find myself, you know, fruity and lighthearted.
Tell us about your book.
So book is 101 Wines, really, you know, let's get the other words out of there, that brought the thunder. And bringing the thunder in wine to me is very clear. It is quality-price ratio. I wasn't scared to put any wines in this book. I want to bring wines that bring a lot of quality, whether they're an $8 wine or $200 wine. I mean, some people have emailed me and said, whoa, some of the wines are pretty expensive. But in my opinion, if a $30 wine acts like a $100 wine, that's value. I have a box wine in here, a wine from, you know, Israel, a wine from Lebanon, rosés, screw tops. I went in every direction, searching and tasting for wines that I really wanted to put my name behind. But most of all, Vinny, to get people to try different things, because that's fundamentally the biggest problem in the wine world right now. And I know you're passionate about it, my man, and I'm passionate about it, and so that's what I'm looking to do.
You've succeeded with wine retailing, becoming a wine personality, a published author, and now that you've been interviewed by Wine Interview, what's next?
Well, now that I've hit the pinnacle of life with WineInterview.com, I mean, you know, there's only one agenda. I think people are very clear of what that agenda is if they know me at all, which is to buy the New York Jets. That is what I want to accomplish, and everything that happens between now and then is kind of, I wouldn't say irrelevant, because I don't want to say that, but, you know, is not the focus.
So there it is. You've heard it from Gary's very own mouth.
Thank you so much, Vinny.